and I like to decompress and have a lot of alone time. Although I enjoy the company of my friends and my family, of course. Of course, it's not always easy, and it's not always like yay, and it's fun and it's exciting. No, it's family. They get on your nerves like anybody else does. However, um, I don't have the kind of people in my life that cause drama. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Fatima, Coach Fatima, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and OutstandingPersonalRelationships.com, where we help you find fulfillment or develop fulfillment in your relationships, whether you practice monogamy or polygyny. In this video, I wanted to make a video about polygyny incentives or encouragement, to be in polygyny or to stay in polygyny. My amazing co-wife, Coach Nyla, talks about her journey through polygyny and marriage in a number of videos here on YouTube. You can check those out to learn more about why she married a married man, a happily married, a happily married man, as he likes to say. Um, it's a really great video. Please check it out. But from on my end, I wanted to really talk about what encourages me personally to stay in polygyny. One of the main things outside of my family and my culture and being married to a man that wanted to become more and is willing to do the personal development work. For me personally, I felt like, I'm not that 20 some year old that was married. More than 26 years ago. I've evolved into more of a woman, and having this identity of who I am and who I want to be now and become in the future. And I had to learn through polygyny that I really needed space and time to myself to be a mother, to my children, more so as they grew into women. So we're now having these more mature conversations. We're talking about relationships and world events and what's going on in their personal lives. And when they were little, it was easier. See, when they get older and they start to have their own issues and their own, topics that they want to talk about, their own desires, their own marriages that they want to be a part of. Now, we said before that some of my daughters want to be in polygyny and some just don't, and that's okay. That's their choice. Um, and I encourage it either way, monogamy or polygyny, whatever makes them happy. Is what I like to encourage, but I also like to encourage growth and development. So I knew that on my journey through polygyny, I was growing because I was really intentional about that, because I was in such a place um, that didn't feel good. And it's not where I wanted to be in my own personal life. I didn't want to be in a place where I just was sad all the time or I was feeling hurt all the time. I decided that that's not who I wanted to be. That's not the story that I wanted to have. That wasn't the end of my story. And so I really grabbed the bull by the horns and tried to figure out what was going to encourage me to stay in polygyny. And I made a video about why I stayed with my husband after he decided to practice polygyny. Please check that out, everyone. It's me really opening up a lot, and it's not easy to open up on a public platform. I'm an extrovert. However, I'm a very private introvert kind of extrovert. So I'm an extrovert mainly, but I like my privacy and I like to decompress and have a lot of alone time. Although I enjoy the company of my friends and my family, of course. Of course, it's not always easy, and it's not always like yay, and it's fun and it's exciting. No, it's family. They get on your nerves like anybody else does. However, um, I don't have the kind of people in my life that cause drama, unwanted drama, because nobody wants drama here. We just don't. We've had enough from like outside sources. We've had enough within the family that we just really decided that okay, that's enough. And we're just going to move forward. Because I mean, my co-wife and I have talked about this several times before. We've always been very cordial to one another. We've never gotten into a heated debate, argument, or anything like that. She will tell you that. Husband will tell you that. Our children will tell you that. Matter of fact, my daughter told me, she said, Umi, I never remember you saying anything bad about Sister Nyla, because you know they don't call her Coach Nyla, and my daughters are grown. And that felt so good, because I felt as though I said, in the times where I wasn't feeling my best, or the times where it was hurting the most, I still found a way not to diminish her character with my children. Um, and that was just through a lot of dua and a lot of personal development, a lot of understanding that she had given me no reason to. We didn't have any beef or anything like that, but we did have the hard conversation that we did need to have, and I got some clarity and I answered some questions. She asked certain questions of me, and we kept Coach Nadir out of the conversation, because I found that he didn't want to be the star, and he wasn't in a place where, and he's just never been that kind of guy where he wanted all the spotlight on him. He's an introvert, and that's just a nightmare for some introverts. He doesn't want the spotlight. He doesn't want the glory. He doesn't want he doesn't want all this attention. He has never been that way, and I've known him since he was 14 years old. Um, but he's willing to tell his truth and say how it was for him, and I accept his side, I accept my co-wife's side, and I definitely accept my side. Because I'm living here all the time. I'm living in my body all the time. But I did know I needed to do some work. But one of the things that I had to think about is the man I was married to before polygyny, and had he changed much? And was he going to change for the better or for the worse? That was one thing. First and foremost, before I get ahead of myself, because I tend to do that, I thought about Islam and me being Muslim and this being a part of my culture. Not the easiest part of my culture, but it was something that I said, I'm going to embrace this. I reached a point through personal development, and first of all, making many du'as, said, I'm not going to let this defeat me, because I didn't feel like it was here to defeat me. Ultimately, I'm like, this is not here to defeat me. Maybe there's something in it for me. Maybe there's some part of polygyny that I can hold on to and say, okay, what can I do? And what can be done within the situation that's good for me? What can I learn? How can I grow? And one thing that I learned more than anything in polygyny is that polygyny brought me closer to Allah. For those of you that are not Muslim, and if you're new, um, Allah means God in Arabic. And I just wanted to, get some clarity, because I had to do it for my relatives. They were like, who? It's okay. But I've been closer to Allah more than I ever have, because polygyny allowed me to refocus my energy on the Creator. So I'm happy for that. I really am. But outside of that was that my husband was willing to do the work. He was willing to stand in his truth, and he was willing to grow and become a better husband, more of a husband. So many different things happened that were good. Um, Within polygyny, alhamdulillah, I was so blessed. Ultimately, I could see the blessings in it because I looked carefully. It's easy to find the bad. It's easy to find the challenge. That's easy. That's effortless. But to find something that would help me grow and mature and become more of who I knew I could become, that felt good. That felt good. That felt good. And working on me and discovering who I want to become in the future, who I am now, who I used to be, to find those triumphs within was so great. Also, to have time, like I was saying, for my children and my daughters who are um, a lot older than my sons, felt amazing, because now I have the time to talk to them. Now I have time to discover who they want to be and support who they are, who they want to become, their goals and their dreams. And we get to talk like women. I'm not their friend, because their friend gets to talk to them however they want to. I wouldn't try that with this group of girls, but there's a different respect level between friend and mother. So they know that we have boundaries. We're parents, but we have boundaries with our children, hopefully, prayerfully. But to have that time with my daughters is something that I embrace. That's something that I celebrate. I'm glad we have that. And I encourage moms that have daughters that are grown to have time with them. Let them ask you questions about womanhood, sisterhood, marriage, relationships, whether they be with parents, grandparents, siblings, nieces, nephews. You know, the relationship they're going to have with themselves, first and foremost, between them and Allah, was so. That's one of my favorite conversations to have with my daughters. Um, but those are just a few of the incentives that keep me going, keep me here, keep me happy. Because it's okay to be in personal development, it's okay to be married, it's okay to be in polygyny, but you gotta be happy. You know, you gotta be happy with your life and who you become and who you want to move forward in becoming. Because that's always a growth. That's always a thought in my mind. Who am I? Who am I today? Who am I gonna be tomorrow with intention? And who do I want to be in the future with hard work? On Fatima, because it's about competing with me. It's not about competing with anyone else. So that's one of my biggest challenges is becoming the best Fatima that I can be. I'm not here to outdo anyone else. I hope this video helped you guys so much. I hope that you got some great gems from this particular video. I really enjoyed it, as I always do. Once again, I'm going to let you all know, for those of you that are new, I'm Coach Fatima, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and OutstandingPersonalRelationships.com. Make sure that you all are following us on our social media. You're going to connect with us at IG at Outstanding Relationships, because Outstanding Personal Relationships was too long. Here on YouTube and Facebook, it's Outstanding Relationships. And we're in the clubhouse at Outstanding Personal Relationships. We're on there multiple times through the month, doing a few little lives and stuff like that, and holding some really solid conversations that are impactful and powerful prayerfully. And I hope to see you guys inside there. I hope to see you on social media. And if you want to learn more about a relationship mastery inner circle, you can register by visiting outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/RM for relationship mastery. Now, I'm going to leave you with a little GLC, as we always do. Make sure you're growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways Outstanding Personal Relationships can help you.
One is by following us on our social medias. Follow us on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and on Facebook and YouTube at Outstanding Personal Relationships. And make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Number 2, make sure you head over to OutstandingPersonalRelationships.com and subscribe to the email list. From there, you will get downloads as well as updates, any and all updates. And you also get an update on the release of our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny, Uncensored.
Number 3, if you are serious about polygyny relationships and really developing fulfillment and happiness, make sure you register for our Relationship Mastery Inner Circle, which is members only, which includes downloads. It includes access to us live on a weekly basis. So that's at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/RM. We'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.